Awesome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, Nigeria. Good morning, USA. I'm so excited to be on this very exciting call this morning. We're going to briefly talk about the awesome company we're in. As we all know, it's World GN, World Global Network. And we're very fortunate this morning to have a special guest in the house. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about Connie. There's so much to be said. I can spend the whole 30 minutes talking about her achievements, but I'm just going to talk briefly about what Connie has done in the industry. Connie has been in the industry for a while. She's been one of the top networker in the industry. She's been into health and wellness, and all kinds of accolade and achievement. And Connie, when she got into global world trade, she never turned her back. She went straight up from zero to diamond. And for those of you who don't know what diamond means in our company, diamonds are one of the top leadership in the company ranking, and it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to achieve that diamond status. So I'm excited to really have Connie just talk briefly about how this opportunity is absolutely, I repeat, absolutely changing lives in nation. As we all know, we're in 193 countries or even more, and we're still expanding, and we're getting ready for our next program, which is completely taking over Africa, starting from Nigeria. So I'm so privileged to have Connie here. Connie, thank you so much. I know you're very extremely busy person. It was so hard to get you on this call, but we did. So that's quite exciting. So that being said, Connie, the call is yours. Take it away.
Thank you, and thank you, Maxwell. Thank you, Constantina, for inviting me. I'm so excited about this opportunity that I love to share it whenever I can. So, and as Maxwell had already mentioned, I've been part of the World Global Network since the end of April. And I worked very hard on a part-time basis. I will very quickly share that because I think it's important to know. Most people are working, so it's important to know you can do this part-time. I became Diamond, I think it was mid-June, and again, worked very hard. And one of the things I found, this was an easier opportunity than others because we have some great tools. We have a video. And when people see the video and the technology centered around the helo, they get very excited. And we let the tools do the work for us. And we have a great team, awesome team that Maxwell and Constantina are part of. And they are certainly there to help as well, as am I, to anybody who is interested in getting questions answered or whatever assistance I can offer. But I think it's important to know that on a part-time basis, you can accomplish whatever you want as long as you put your mind into this game and share the video, share the opportunity. That's what I did because I've had a traditional business for 30 years. Another important part of this to share is it ties in with medical transcription. Typing up reports. I have quite a staff that do that, and they're not part of this business. It's totally separate, and it needs to be. But the important thing is 32 years ago when I started that, I invested $30,000 for equipment, and to be able to accomplish more in this business than I have done in 32 years is a feat, and the investment is phenomenal for this. It's the purchasing of a device. So anyway, and the rewards far exceed a traditional business. So a little bit about the company. I was very excited. Wearables are an extremely hot market, and the Helo, they've just announced at the CES convention, the Helo, they mentioned some of the enhancements for the Helo LX Plus, the Helo LX Pro, and the fact that it's pending FDA approval is a huge accomplishment, and that will deem it a medical device, and who knows what doors that'll open, because probably insurance purposes and so on, but we'll see what ends up happening there. as far as the what it does now. Of course, for those that don't know, it reads blood pressure readings, it sleep study, breathing rate, steps and calories, and a lot of other things. And it is a seamless, very easy to use device. Now, the opportunity is all about, again, wearables. This is technology is a tough market, and we're in it. And, you know, the North America is we're in 195 countries, and North America was one of the later ones. So it's very exciting to be part of a catching the wave type of a company, state-of-the-art company. The opportunity is endless. You know, there's some amazing stories. One of our top leaders in the company, who was, I don't know, I think it's $100,000 a month he makes, Jeremy Roma. He has a wonderful story about how he was driving Uber just before joining World, and he within the first month he was already making $40,000 with this program, this opportunity, as far as many other stories as well. And he's certainly $1 million plus at this point. But the company is extremely ethical. The important thing to know also is that the efforts are definitely contingent on, or the income is definitely contingent on your efforts. It's whatever your efforts. If you're going to be working hard, then you will do better than those who are just kind of sitting and waiting for it to happen. So it is absolutely on your efforts, and it's going to, you know, a lot of people average not very much. Some people get zero income, and others accomplish well beyond what they ever thought was possible. So the opportunity is there. It's just based on one's efforts. And the company is very ethical with regard to that. Here in the United States, we're part of the Securities Exchange Commission. It's on the stock exchange. So, you know, that for anybody that knows the power of that, you know, that means that every minute detail is scrutinized before it can even be approved to be on the stock exchange. So that was a real asset to me. And that I was very, and I'm sure Maxwell and Constantina, you know, you were very impressed with that as well. You know, the fact that all of the minute details were gone over, and that again is a big accomplishment. Now, you know, at the CES show, we are just coming off of what is called the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this company was the first multi-level marketing company, the first network marketing company to ever be part of that. So that was, again, a tremendous accomplishment. And they announced some amazing technology there. They mentioned the BioZen, which we've had. That's a device that goes on the back of a cell phone. It's a triangle that it shields from EMFs, you know, electronic magnetic fields. And that's a big worry for families, for children, for anybody who uses or is surrounded by mobile devices. And the BioZen has always been a popular product, but now it is classified as #1 medical device. So that is a huge, again, a huge accomplishment to what we already offer. And it was a very popular product anyway. I know Maxwell and Constantina, you are big in that market as well, because you see the value, but that's going to open up a lot more doors. That was exciting, and that was announced at the convention. Some of the other enhancements for the LX Plus and the LX Pro, they talked about the blood glucose. It's actually they're calling it Sugar Trend software, but it's going to show you levels of where your sugar is, whether, you know, if you've got proclivity to diabetes, you know, if your sugar is low or high or normal, it's going to be able to share that information with you. The more enhanced devices are going to even have 9 levels of numbering, as far as, you know, getting more fine-tuned as far as the numbers. So that's exciting. That will be part of the LX Pro device, and it was never going to be part of this current one. However, they knew that people were wanting it, so they added an enhancer. It's an essence, it's called, and so they've added that, and that is a device that you can get in conjunction to work in tandem with your present LX, if that's what you've got. That's exciting. They also demonstrated, you know, as far as the vision, man, they demonstrated some technology tied in with blood alcohol. And the way I understand it, it will be available in 2019, and it's really, it looks like it's ready to go, and I think it is, except for the fact that it needs to be smaller to fit into the device. So they're working on that aspect, but the demonstration at the show was amazing. It shows whether you're gonna, how much what your level is as far as blood alcohol. It shows whether you're at almost a hangover rate. It will dial up, or at least provide an offering of Lyft or Uber to take you home. So there's a lot of things. It will even give you advance notice, or your loved ones advance notice if you've got impaired thinking because of your alcohol. So that's very exciting. One of the exciting parts of the present Hilo is this panic button. You know, the panic button is, you press it twice, and it will show exactly where you are as far as GPS, if you're in danger, if you've fallen, can't get up, if whatever is going on. The other thing, it's going to give you the latitude, longitude. So very powerful aspect. That's some people are getting it just for that single feature. So hopefully I've done a good job of sharing some of the advantages, the vision, a little bit why I was so excited, and again, to be part of technology. It's a tough field, but we've got the experts who are, you know, the CEO. Gosh, he was instrumental in creating the touchscreen computer touchscreen. So he's brilliant. He's all for the for people creating time and financial freedom, because I think people, they see the value in wanting to be home with their family and helping, you know, with molding those little characters of children. You know, this can afford whatever it is you want, as long as you put in the effort. So was that helpful, Maxwell and Constantina? If you want me to share anything else, I definitely can do that. Oh, can't hear you.
Absolutely. Can you hear me now?
Oh, wow, that's awesome. 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 Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. And yeah, anytime. Again, this can be certainly the door opener for whatever freedom that you're wanting, time or financial freedom, because again, the effort put forth, you absolutely can accomplish it. And again, with teammates such as Maxwell and Constantina and all that are on their teams, these are powerhouse people, and I'm fortunate to be able to be associated with them, and they're there every step of the way, and wanting everybody's success. So the world is yours, you know, with this opportunity, I feel.
Awesome, awesome. Very, very powerful speech, very informative. I'm going to have one more question for you before we end a quick call this morning. I know there are a lot of people out there that are going to be listening to this recording, because it's going to be passed around nations. A lot of people that say, well, I'm too old for this. This is meant for kids. You know,
No.
I know your age. I'm not going to mention it on this call, but what message do you have out there to people who think that this is just a regular thing meant for a particular class of people?
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you brought that up because, you know, I'm a grandmother. You know, I have had my traditional business. I've had, as far as my work history, I mean, I wasn't looking for anything, I will tell you. But when I saw this, I realized, man, you know, I've always wanted to be a part of something ahead of what's happened. You know, like I missed out on the Google, missed out on Microsoft, all those big opportunities, and I realized this was another opportunity that I mean, I couldn't let myself miss out on. Finally, it was a chance to be ahead of something, and I'm telling you, even though I spend a lot of time with two grandchildren and do a lot of things with them, and I'm retirement status basically, but it is never, you're never too old, it's never too late, I will tell you. This has energized me, and it's very exciting. I know people that are you know, in fact, you know one too, Ed Mercer. I mean, he's a legend in the industry, and you know, there's different people that are older than myself, so age doesn't matter and time doesn't matter.
Awesome, awesome, great. Thank you so much for being a part of this call this morning. And with that said, we're going to end this quick call this morning. I want to say, take advantage of this opportunity. It's amazing. Once again, check out income disclosure at www.gn.com. I'm so excited. And thank you so much again for being on the call this morning.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me, both of you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.